Welcome to this week's episode of Beach News. I'm Lizeth Beltran.
And I'm Adriana Rosales. Coming up, later on the show is an interview with ASI News President John Haberstroh and the latest in entertainment with Lene Sanchez.
CSUs and the UCs may begin asking students for their sexual orientation in college applications next year. Brittany Banks tells us more.
CSU campuses are hoping to gather information on lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender students. They say that their goal is to ensure adequate campus services.
Overall, I agree, because there's kind of this gray area. Maybe this is part of affirmative action. Maybe this is the campus's way of saying we do care, and I want to believe that.
As long as it's not being used as to, for actual admitting purposes, I think it would be a good idea. Just to have, maybe a roundabout number of how many actual LGBT students there are at Cal State Long Beach.
The LGBT Resource Center is run by students, as are LGBT events like Diversity Week.
So is school involvement even necessary? Students would not be required to reveal their sexual orientation if they don't want to. However, some are still opposed to the idea.
I was concerned, obviously, about discrimination. You can't legally do that, but you would never know if maybe someone in admissions had an issue.
Young brings up another important point.
Some of them might not be comfortable if they don't, maybe if they don't want their parents to see it, or if they're just not sure of their sexuality and they don't really want to have to make that decision on the paper right then. So yeah, definitely not a good idea.
Chances are that even if they do ask, they'll never truly know. On campus, Brittany Banks, Beach News.
You can always find students concerned with work, exams, and even where to go for lunch. But voting for student government is low on the totem pole. Taylor Bell has more about why voting is not a priority among students.
This year, Associated Students Incorporated had 9 people running for president and vice president positions in student government, making it one of CSULB's most exciting elections. Although CSULB has over 32,000 students, just fewer than 5,000 actually punched a ballot. With all the things that college students have to do between studying and going to class, student Kaima Davis says that the problem lies in how candidates promote themselves. Even though student government serves as an advocate for student issues, offers special grants, operates and funds many of the services students enjoy, like the multi-million-dollar rec center, most students don't know much about it. Compared to the 10% national average, this year's voter turnout was one for the record books, coming in at 14.5%, the highest voter turnout in ASI history. Communications coordinator for ASI, Christina Esparza, says that ASI is doing everything it can to increase voter turnout, including making a switch to online ballots in 2008 and using social media to encourage students to vote. But even with the use of social media and the move to vote online, a lot more needs to be done to persuade busy college students that student government matters. On campus, Taylor Bell, Beach News.
2 weeks ago, the John Duos won the ASI runoff elections. John Haberstroh defeated Stephen Thomas in the race for president. This year, there are about 4,000 votes for president, and Haberstroh received 53% of the votes.
Sarah Kim interviewed John Haberstroh on his future plans to help students have a memorable and affordable once-in-a-lifetime college experience.
I'm sitting here with John Haberstroh, the new ASI president, and I'm here to talk about his future plans for ASI. Thanks for coming, John.
So what are your future plans for ASI?
Well, my first goals for running for ASI were to really make a change on the campus in terms of the student government leadership. With Jonathan, my running mate and vice president-elect, we wanted to kind of mix things up a little bit, really put our own spin on things. And in terms of our goals, we really want our primary goal is to get students more involved on campus, and that is going to come through education and awareness building with the students.
And what are your tactics to get the students involved?
First of all, to promote student awareness, we feel that the first experience that a student has at Cal State Long Beach is through SOAR. So throughout the summer, this summer, we're going to be at every single SOAR meeting, introducing ourselves and introducing ASI to all of the incoming freshmen. And hopefully we can get them from the first moment they step on campus to go, ASI is reaching out to me. I want to reach back and I want to get involved.
Since this was a runoff election, how does it feel to win?
I was very excited and I was very happy. It was kind of a relief actually, just to know, because the whole campaign is a long process and it really takes a toll on you physically and emotionally and all that. And it was kind of good to just like have it done, you know. But Jonathan and I were very pleased and very excited, and we just can't wait to get started.
So are there any projects you're working on that you plan on implementing later?
We want to make sure that the things we promised in our campaign, that we can deliver them. So like our scholarship plan, that's top priority for us. Doing the SOAR thing in the summer, getting the Senate to work, getting them ready to work together, and so that come the first day of school, we're going to hit the ground running, and it's going to be smooth, and it's going to be something that students notice.
So what do you think students expect from you?
The students recognized that Jonathan and I are not your typical ASI candidates, and I think by the result of the election kind of shows that they expect something different. They expect something that's not status quo. They expect something that's fresh and new, and I really feel like Jonathan and I can do that. As a university, we should be the ones telling them, hey, that's not okay. We're done. We're sick of you. It's time for something else. So, yeah. And also the November ballot, we have that tax referendum coming up. It's important that passes if students do not want to experience more further cuts. So I think that's another way we can get students more involved, is to remind them, hey, that your vote counts, and even registering more students to vote, and just educating them about the current state of the economy and the budget.
Thanks, John, for taking the time to speak with me.
As the 2012-2013 academic year continues, so do the budget cuts. If no action is taken, the budget cuts might affect all the ethnic studies programs by merging them into one department.
While many students are starting to look for classes for next semester, many may find that some classes might not be available anymore, especially for those students who want to take ethnic studies classes. According to President Edwin Alexander, if boarders do not approve Governor Jerry Brown's tax initiative this November, CSULB can face a $26 million deficit for the 2012-2013 academic year. Faculty are starting to worry about the consequences this change might bring to CSULB.
Pull all the departments together dilutes then the integrity of what each of us does. So the way that we study and the way that we look at and analyze communities does vary based on the history and trajectory of those communities.
For some students, however, if this change is to happen, they can already anticipate some positive results.
To not only
focus discipline in their own culture, but also gain a different ideology of other cultures and gain different philosophical views of life from their aspect.
Demonstrate that collapsing ethnic studies department benefits us financially and certainly intellectually is a contradiction. They should ask the administration to support the integrity and autonomy and reaffirm its commitment to diversity on this campus in a concrete way. Another thing they must do is take the classes themselves, refer the classes to their classmates. Also, they need to have meetings and forums that reaffirm their support and take other social action that reaffirms their support for ethnic studies.
ASI will be hosting Arts Week from April 17th through the 19th, from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. The event will have different activities such as henna tattoos, circle painting, as well as the Student Film Festival.
Affordable education remains on people's minds. Senator Alan Lowenthal hosted Policy on Tap on campus. The town hall invited students and community members to discuss concerns around public education, budget cuts, and new legislation.
Community out there because they don't want to, they feel like...
With possible fee increases, enrollment freezes, and student protests in the headlines, Senator Lowenthal's Policy on Tap town hall at the Nugget Grill and Pub gave many people a chance to speak their concerns.
Policy on Tap is my opportunity to listen to students, to share what I do in Sacramento on the key issues. I chair the Education Committee, and so obviously under education is higher education, and I think students are concerned about where is public higher education, where is the Cal State system going, what are the issues now confronting us, and are we going to get out of it, and are they still going to have affordable, accessible higher education?
Lowenthal also emphasized California's economy and the cuts to education.
Our economy in California has dropped about 30%, our revenues, and we have cut CSU by 26% of their budget.
Students took the opportunity to ask Lowenthal questions about budget cuts, financial aid, and other programs.
Yeah, I was just wondering why we've continued to raise our prison spending while we're cutting education.
So we have created this mess because the people think that the way they become safer is to send people away for longer times.
And while the town hall did not give concrete solutions to the budget cuts, students said it made them get involved.
I was really excited to have Senator Rosenthal come visit our school, and I was really glad to have an opportunity to come and hear him speak and to be able to question him. I was really glad.
I thought it was very beneficial because he was able to answer a lot of our questions regarding the educational system, especially funding, because I think that's a huge important topic for all students right now. He did address some of the issues of student debt, which is, I think, is every student's concern.
This is the first time Senator Lowenthal holds a town hall meeting at Cal State Long Beach.
That's a more traditional approach. You're saying...
Now here's Lene Sanchez with entertainment.
The 38th Annual Grand Prix of Long Beach started its engines this weekend, but there were some fans that started the excitement early.
Guys up there having a great time. They do seem like this guy's over right here. He's got the same thing. They'll stand up wheeling for you. He can hear it. Ladies and gentlemen, on stage, 18 beautiful young ladies, all who want to be the 2012 Tecate. Ladies and gentlemen, on stage, 18 beautiful young ladies, all who want to be the 2012 Tecate.
Long Beach was full of Grand Prix enthusiasts all weekend long. Events such as team drifting challenges, Toyota Pro celebrity races, and the IndyCar Series race kept fans excited. In local entertainment news, Cal State Long Beach celebrates the 40th anniversary of the University Student Union.
The USU has become a convenient place for students to enjoy many activities. Students have the option to chill, hang out, watch TV, bowl, play pool, and relax on campus.
The 40th anniversary celebration will take place on Wednesday in the USU starting at 10 a.m. Make sure to check it out. In the music world, Lady Gaga is under attack after tweeting what fans and critics found to be a glorifying message to anorexia. The Born This Way singer tweeted about eating a salad but dreaming of cheeseburgers after killing back-to-back spinning classes. The tweet was followed with the hashtag quoted, "Pop singers don't eat." The post quickly sparked livid responses with fans and even the National Eating Disorders Association criticizing the singer, especially given her own past with anorexia. Other entertainers that have fans talking around the world are Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie. News quickly arose this week of the pair's engagement after Jolie was spotted wearing a dazzling new diamond ring on a very important finger. The story was confirmed when Pitt's manager released a statement saying their engagement is a promise for the future and that the couple's 6 children are very happy. As for the couple's wedding, there is no set date at this time. That's it for entertainment news. Back to you.
That's all for this week's episode. I'm Lizeth Beltran.
And I'm Adriana Rosales. Thanks for watching.